Boda Boda riders in Kenya are earning more and saving significantly.
This is not a dream.
Most people think Boda Boda riders are making easy money, 3,000, 4,000 Kenya shillings every single day. But what if I told you that number is not a full story? What if the real income is much lower than you've been told? In this video, we break down the actual numbers from real Nairobi riders, including fuel, maintenance, and hidden cost nobody talks about. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will view this business very differently. You've been lied about Boda Boda income. Not just some lies, but the kind of lies that make people quit jobs, take loans, and jump into business thinking it is easy money. Every day you hear people say, hii kazi inalipa sana, or unaweza pata 3K per day bila stress. And from the outside, it actually looks true. You see riders moving every day, carrying passengers, always busy, always on the road. But today, we're not going to look at what it looks like. We are going to break it down, the actual numbers, the real cost, the hidden struggles that nobody posts on social media. Because the truth is, this business can actually make you money, but it can also drain you if you don't understand it properly.
Mambo, Sarova ni hii ama ni next? Sarova. Next, eh?
So instead of just throwing random numbers, let's make this real. Let's follow two typical riders in Nairobi, not influencers, not extreme cases, just normal guys trying to survive. One operates in Githurai, an estate set up with short trips and regular customers. The other works in the CBD, Central Business District, where everything moves fast. Money seems higher, but pressure is equally higher. Same country, same job, almost the same type of bike, but completely different daily experiences. And by the end of this video, you will clearly see why some riders feel like they are progressing while others are stuck, even though they are working very hard.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough, I wanna hate this, I'll go show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit.
Let's start with John in Githurai. John wakes up early, around 5:30 a.m., not because he wants to, but because he has to. Morning hours are important. That is when people are going to work, taking kids to school, rushing to beat traffic. By 6 a.m. he's already on the road. The air is still cold, roads are not yet crowded, and this is his chance to secure his first few customers. Most of his rides are short, maybe 50 shillings, 100 shillings, sometimes even 150 bob, if he is lucky. Nothing big, but they add up slowly as the day progresses. His strength is consistency. He knows his area very well. He knows his regular customers, and sometimes people even call him directly, so some of his jobs are actually on-call demand.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough.
Now, if you follow John through the whole day, you'll notice something important. There are busy hours, that is morning and evening. And then there are slow hours where he just sits and wait. Sometimes he parks with other riders, chatting, checking phones, hoping for the next customers. These waiting periods are a part of the job, but nobody includes them when talking about income. By the end of the day, after all those small trips, John might have collected around 1,500 to 2,000 Kenya shillings on a very good day, maybe slightly more. On a bad day, it can drop up to 1,000 Kenya shillings or even less. So already you can see, income is not fixed. It changes every single day. Now let's talk about expenses, because this is where reality starts to kick in. The biggest daily expense is fuel. In areas like Githurai, John typically spends between 400 to 600 shillings per day on petrol. And this depends on how much he moves, how many customers he gets, and even traffic conditions. Fuel prices also fluctuate, so what he spends today might not be the same next month. And remember, if you don't fuel, you don't work. So this is not optional. Then comes maintenance. Many people ignore this because it is not paid daily in one lump sum, but it is always there. Engine oil, chain tightening, brake pads, punctures. These things happen regularly. If you spread the cost over time, John is spending about 150 to 300 per day just to keep his bike running. And if something bigger breaks, like the engine or clutch, that is a serious setback. Some riders are forced to stop working for a day just to fix the bike. So after fuel and maintenance, what is John actually left with? On average, around 800 to 1200 per day. And that's before personal expenses. He still needs to eat or maybe send money home, pay rent, and handle emergencies. And if the bike is on loan or hire purchase, there is a daily expense or weekly payment on top of that, what they call the target. Suddenly, that easy money doesn't look like easy anymore, or does it? Now let's shift the gears to Kevin in CBD. This is where things get interesting. Kevin operates a high demand area where customers are everywhere. Offices, businesses, deliveries. They are always moving. On the surface, Kevin seems to be doing better. He gets longer trips, higher paying customers, and sometimes even quick back-to-back rides. By the end of a good day, Kevin can collect between 2,500 to 3,500. And this is the number that most people see and get excited about. But what people don't see is what it takes to make that money. First, fuel consumption is much higher. CBD traffic is heavy and bikes spend a lot of time idling or moving slowly. Kevin can easily spend between 700 to 1,000 per day just on fuel alone. That's already a big chunk gone. And because he covers longer distances, the bike wears out faster. Then there are hidden costs that are very real in CBD. Police stops, county askaris, the kanjos, fines, and sometimes even bribes. These are unpredictable, but they happen often enough to affect their income. Time is also a hidden cost. Spending 1 hour stuck in traffic means zero income during that time while burning fuel.
Mambo. Sarova Stanley iko wapi?
Siko mbili, kuna ya taona, kuna ya hapa.
Oh.
Maintenance for Kevin is also higher because the bike is working harder and longer. Parts wear out faster. On average, he might spend around 300 to 400 daily when you break it down. So even though his gross income is higher, his expenses are equally significantly higher. After everything is deducted, Kevin is left with around 1,200 to 1,800 per day. Yes, it is slightly higher than John at Githurai, but not by a huge margin. And yet, Kevin deals with more stress, more risk, and more pressure every single day. And this is where the biggest lesson comes in. It is not about how much money comes in, it's about how much money remains at the end of the day. A rider making 3,000 with high expenses might end up at the same position as someone making 1,800 with lower expenses, sometimes even worse. Another thing people don't talk about is bad days. Rainy days, sick days, and days the customers are just not there. On those days, income can drop drastically. Some riders go home with almost nothing, but expenses don't even stop there. Fuel still needs to be bought. Food still needs to be eaten. There is also physical and mental fatigue. Riding all day in traffic, dealing with different customers, handling pressure, it's not easy. Over time, it affects your body and your mindset. Some riders burn out, but they keep going because they have no any other choice. So when you hear someone saying Boda Boda is easy money, just understand that they are only showing you one side of the story. The full picture is more complex. Yes, you can make money. Yes, it can sustain you, but it requires discipline, planning, and understanding your cost. If you manage your fuel very well, maintain your bike properly, and choose your work area wisely, you can improve your situation. But if you ignore these things, you can work every day and still feel like you are not moving forward. At the end of the day, Boda Boda isn't just about riding, it's a business. And like any other business, what matters more is not revenue, it's profit. So next time someone tells you riders are making easy money, just remember this breakdown. The truth is not what you see, is what remains after everything is deducted. And if you want some more honest, real breakdowns like this one, no hype, no lies, just real Kenyan stories, subscribe down below. Because here we don't just talk about bikes, we talk about reality. See you in the next one. Cheers.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough,